Really?
Yay.
They ain't stealing my stuff.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, they put it in their new terms of service.
Just spend the money and
stuff, pay
get
a whole bunch
affinity.
of money, and then we own your shit.
Oh, fun is that? Jeez.
All right. Any questions before we start playing?
Yeah, can we turn up everybody's mic a little?
No, I don't think so, but I'll try.
I got mine at max, and a couple of folks are hard to hear.
Am I hard to hear, Shadow? Because I don't.
No. Mostly Grandma.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe I can move closer to my.
Her voice seems a little bit weak too right now because she's not well,
sick.
I guess. So
Nothing I can do on my end, I'm afraid.
I'll just talk louder. How's that?
Well, don't strain yourself. Don't want you to end up unable to talk.
Yeah, well, just common sense. Don't
Use
talk.
sign language.
If somebody's talking, don't anybody else talk. Keep the out of game chatter to a minimum. All that stuff. Shadow.
Yep.
It takes a little getting used to because this is my second time ever doing online. Third time, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
We'll go easy on you. We'll try and be.
I try.
We'll try and be gentle. Okay, welcome back for episode 1. You survived the pilot, but now it's episode 1, season 1 of The Long Lonely Road. Today's episode, The Long Lonely Road to Beggar's Canyon. In our pilot episode, a bunch of wayward, time-lost individuals all wound up in this exact same place, which is either France or Washington.
I think it was Dunkirk.
You fought
Some of them thought
a wizard, and you met a trickster god, and now you are hanging out in the city of Ironton, named so because it's built out of the iron from the crashed spaceship, which looks pretty much exactly like this picture up here. And you've had a day or two to enjoy the pterodactyl souffle and get your bearings. So is there anything you'd like to know about the city before we move on? You have been staying in what passes for an inn. It's run by a gentleman named Justin, and basically it's just a bunch of old buses and wagons that have all been sort of linked together to make sort of a hotel.
So they do appear to have combustion engine technology.
They have a bus. It doesn't run, but they have a bus. They have a couple.
Okay. That's a lot of information right there.
Yep.
I'm going to look around for the local chemist.
The local chemist.
Apothecary.
There is a apothecary, chemist, alchemist. What is his name, Grandma?
Potion Paul.
Potion Paul. Oh, yes. Potion Paul greets you. Hello, welcome to my store. I'm Potion Paul. How can I help you this fine snowy morning?
I'm looking for various items and that would help with healing on our journey.
Oh, well, I have some herbal remedies that ease pain and good for pulling teeth or stitching up wounds. If you want something a little bit stronger, though, I do have one jar of Uncle Irwin's guaranteed cure-all, made with real chalk and linen.
How much?
Uncle Steve Irwin's.
He holds this, Vaseline jar up to you, and it lists the ingredients like opium, lanolin, alcohol, sugar, ink.
Oh.
This will cure anything.
Excellent.
All right. Well, so it'll be that then. Anything else, or just the Uncle Irwin's cure-all?
I'll take the Uncle Irwin's cure-all to add to my medical kit.
All right. You have a jar of Uncle Irwin's cure-all. That'll be 2 pogs, please.
2 pogs?
Yes, 2 pogs.
What's a pog?
Oh, you're strangers. 2 monies.
I
That's
had
bucks?
him,
Dollars?
I had
Gold
him
pieces.
2 gold pieces.
Quarters.
I hand him 2 gold pieces. So,
All right. Ooh, gold. Does a little bite thing. And you now have a jar of what might be a curing potion or might be something that'll kill you. You don't know until you use it. But write that down. Takes up 1 slot of gear. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the town or the people? After the celebration, they pretty much ignore you. I mean, you're not the weirdest looking people here. Well, maybe the cyborg, but...
So I start asking about where the local church is.
Oh, yes. Well, that is the matter that we wanted to bring up with you if you had some time. Our local priest, Father Timothy, has fallen on some hard times and he's looking for some help. But we didn't want to oppose. You've already helped us with the pterodactyl and that wizard. But sure, I will show you. So he leads you to what passes for a church. It's a small building. It's got these symbols along the side of nine different sort of Madonnas, entities, vaguely statues that vaguely represent something, but they're not specific. You know, like how the celestial Madonna is always portrayed, which is sort of that big, chubby, vaguely familiar female statue that they find everywhere. So that's what you see. And you are escorted to the back where there's like a bedroom and there's a short individual who's bandaged up, arm in the sling, black eye, got some other band-aids on him, eating soup. He's about 4 feet tall, bright red hair, big nose, wearing robes. And he is introduced to you by the mayor as Father Timothy, our priest.
Oh, Father Timothy.
Greetings, my gunsmen. I see they've brought you to me.
What happened to you?
Oh, I was coming up the road from Argsbuild through Beggar's Canyon, and I was attacked by bandits. And they stole a holy item that I was transporting.
Oh, mercy me.
I need help getting it back, but the soldiers here can't be bothered. They're too busy defending the town from dinosaurs. You have arrived most fortunately. You defeated that wizard. You're obviously enemies of the Gemini Legion. So I was hoping, if it wasn't too much to ask, you could perhaps be hired to retrieve the stolen item from the bandits.
Yes, looters are a problem currently in the war.
Yes, yes. Ever since the Gemini Legion moved in, things in the no man's land have been increasingly problematic. Between the cycle being broken and all the icons falling, and now this legion of half men, half monsters loyal to this Gemini. A priest can't walk 5 miles without getting attacked. It's just rubbish. In my day, these roads were safe. Praise be to God.
Which saints are on the outside of the church?
Sorry, what?
Good Father. Which saints are on the outside of the church? Good Father.
Oh, saints. Is that what you call them? These are the they wore the icons. As you know, the heavens have been disrupted, and the icons were cast out before their time. But yes, these were the icons. The saints, I guess, is what you would call them from your land. We have the trickster, the archmage, the elf queen, the orc lord, the crusader, the high druid, the lich king, boo, hiss, crosses himself, and the 3 fates. But of course, they're all gone now. They've all been kicked out of heaven and replaced by these new entities that we know nothing about.
I see. All right. Well, I'll talk to my friends and see if they want to help.
Yes, friends, do you wish to help? There. What have you all been up to, Sergeant Rogers and Mike the Kid and Jen the Elf and Cyborg 009?
No. 4454.
4454. Well, after I woke up, I was kind of regretting not going back to that couch and getting some cushions, and kind of like coming to terms with this is like real reality.
One hell of a trip. Yes.
Yeah. So I've probably been like actually trying out those magic spells.
Ah, yes, they're of the two that you have translated so far, but you definitely know there is more.
Yeah, like just trying to what I could do, like with like the detect. Maybe I'll try to. It's kind of like I kind of pick what I want to detect. So I'll try to like.
Yes, it's a catch-all spell. You say detect water, and then the spell for the next round.
Yeah, like detect, like that. I'll just like where's something to eat around here? Like does that work? Does it reveal that? Okay.
I mean, if you ask that general of a question for the next round / 10 seconds, you get anything within the 20-foot radius that might be edible. So that includes, plants, animals, shoes. So apparently with this type of divinity magic, you have to be way more specific.
Yeah, and I was like, and then I'll, kind of like, okay. But then, since, I have magic missile kind of thing going on, I'll start, taking a few shots at, there's bottles or something or cans that I can put up on a post.
Just like every movie you've ever seen, except you never miss. It's weird. Except, you notice the more you cast it, the tireder you start getting. But
yeah, and then after I probably do that till I run out of juice, and then kind of, like
consistently, you feel like, after about 8 minutes of just firing off on bottles, you're like, yeah, and like, your arm starts feeling tired, and it just feels like after how you would feel like after eating, running a marathon or something. Like whatever you were tapping into is gone, but
then I'll just probably
like
stroll
2
around
pages out of the 100 pages in the book. So
then I'll probably just stroll around and take in the site and see where the people that I kind of roamed here with are doing. And that's about it.
The nun with the weird hat seems to have ingratiated herself with the town's priest. Everybody else, I don't know what they're doing. Just doing stuff.
And I'll just probably like grab something to eat and like sit around and people watch.
Sure. You're given food, no cost. I mean, it's not exciting food. It's not a bag of chips like soda, but it's basically looks like some kind of meaty stew. But
I would probably be learning as much as I can about the local area, like figuring out what the plants are and what just as much as I can, because I think I figured out this isn't home. So I'm
pretty close. I mean,
yeah, but it's not the city where I came from.
No.
So I'm gonna try to get familiar with the local flora, and just
from within the borders of Irontown, what you've seen before so far, pretty much it's what you would expect in this type of environment. Nothing really outrageously alien. It's okay. Normal grass, normal trees. I mean, think just, pristine Northern California, Pacific Northwest, snow starting to fall. All the trees look like trees you recognize. All the flowers look like flowers you recognize. All the plants and animals look pretty much the same. Okay. You did think you saw a rabbit with antlers, but when you went to check, it wasn't there.
Okay. Yeah, and just kind of.
And the people pretty much appear to just be normal humans. You haven't seen anything that looks like you. The most alien thing you've seen so far is the cyborg. But yeah, everybody else just looks like humans. I mean, humans pretty much mostly like what you used to humans are looking like. You know, a lot of them have wearing like flannel shirts and what look like jeans. They're not like cavemen or whatever, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to kind of acclimate myself until we can figure out how to get out of here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally somebody will ask you a question about a place you've never heard of. But you're smart enough to realize they're probably referencing a town where there might be other elves. You are the person that stands out the least. The cyborg is the person that probably stands out the most. But they act like they've seen an elf before.
Okay.
Most of the people who look at the cyborg look at him with kind of like fear. The rest of you, you're pretty much just ignored.
Well, crew, what do we want to do?
Well, this isn't Dunkirk, right?
No.
Every time you ask, you're told the name of the town is Ironton. Dunkirk's on the other side of the river.
Are you guys still going there?
Eventually. That's the plan. That's where Captain Rogers and I are supposed to go. We're supposed to go to Dunkirk, Monsieur.
Then we will go to Dunkirk. First, we can gather weapons and shields at the crash site.
All righty. And then what about these brigands who are waylaying people on the road?
Brigands? What is that?
Define brigands.
Robbers. Criminals.
Thieves. Villains.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure the captain and I can fight. What about the rest of you?
Well, where is Baker's Canyon? Didn't he say it was between here and Baker's Canyon that he was robbed?
Yes.
He was robbed passing through Beggars Canyon.
Okay, so where is Baker's Canyon? Is it on the way to Dunkirk?
Opposite direction.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Well, but these people have been nice to us. I mean,
and the church's holy relics have been stolen.
Excuse me?
What?
I said the church's holy relics have been stolen.
Church. Wow.
I suppose we could take a look into it if you really insist on getting them back.
We could at least investigate and determine if these brigands are Nazis or what?
Nazis.
Nazis?
Nazis.
What is this?
I explained to him. I explained to our friends that, haven't you heard? We're at war with the Nazis, Germany.
I do not know, Captain. I will help you, of course.
And I start explaining how the United States got into World War II, although I don't call it World War II because I don't think they called it that early in the war.
No. It was the last war. No, that was World War I was the last war.
Yeah.
I'll interject at one point and say, are you talking like real Nazis, like not just guys online, right?
Well, they are on the front lines.
Illinois license.
They are on the front lines.
We were sure they round up people and they execute them in the street.
Oh.
We need to determine if these are Nazis.
Do you actually inform me that we won that war?
I'm just did we I'm like I'm still kind of confused. I'll be like, Where are you from?
Normandy, France.
Where am I from? The United States.
I'm from
Right. Like
Texas.
right.
Texas. I do not know Texas. United States? I do not know United States.
North America?
Right. But like what? I was born in the year 2000, so the Nazis were like 100 years ago or something.
I mean, 100 years ago. It's happening right now.
Okay.
1942. That was like 100 years ago, man.
No. Wait.
I was born in 1912.
The boy must have been hit on the head.
1912. What year is Nurse Honey born in?
What year?
What year?
Let's see. I'll be my 20s. So I would be like 1922.
What year is Jen the Elf born in?
Like 2002.
What year is David born in?
I'm going to go with 2000, so my character would be like 24.
Yeah.
Time distortion.
Gravity.
My year is unimportant.
I'm gonna ask the captain there. It's like, were you frozen in ice? Is that
frozen in ice?
Yeah, like Captain America. Is that what you did?
It's weird. His name is Rogers.
No, it doesn't. We don't get a lot of snow in Texas.
We were in a Jeep.
Right.
We're
still here.
A Jeep.
So I might be from like the future for you, which would be my past for you. Yeah, we beat the Nazis. So
what?
Good news.
Not me personally. America, we pretty much won that war.
But if we're here, Nazis can be here.
When did that happen?
I don't know, 100 years ago or so.
That is a logical conclusion.
I wasn't there.
I think it was 1945.
You weren't a draft dodger, were you?
No.
Draft? What is draft?
You know, when your country calls upon you to serve.
I have always served.
That ultimate IOU.
I've always served. There is no other choice.
That's the draft.
Good for you.
But yeah, we the Nazis they lost, and we like to like nuke Japan or something.
Nuked? What does that mean?
Japan?
You had bombs, didn't you?
Well, of course.
A nuke, a big bomb, atomic bomb.
You would have known about nukes. They were testing nukes they were testing nukes at Paradise Atoll and in Area 52 as far back as so you definitely would have heard of those, Rogers.
Yeah, we did that. The war ended, and then we're everybody's friends now, except Japan's cool and they have cartoons with tentacles and stuff now. So
cartoons.
I'm not a big fan of calamari.
Tentacles.
Japanese Popeye.
Okay.
As this conversation continues, the mayor comes back to wherever you're hanging out and says, so the priest wanted to know whether you were going to help him or did you want to continue on your way to Dunkirk? Because we could get you a guide.
I think
or you could wait till Father Timothy heals up and he could take you to Dunkirk. That's where he was going when he was attacked by those bandits.
If people are in need, what do you say, 44? Feel like serving?
Well, you'd be doing us a favor. I can't really spare any of our soldiers with the dinosaurs being so active thanks to those accursed Geminis. Curse you, Geminis.
More information on Gemini Legion.
Oh,
Our Golden Legion was the
Gemini Legion, the Legion of Gemini. That's what that wizard that was
trying
trying to take
them?
the wizard that was trying to take you out, wizard. He was loyal to
He was a wizard? Well, I do not understand. What is wizard?
The guy that was attacking you with the fireballs, the one you killed. He's a wizard.
I think we need to determine if the Gemini.
No, he got away. I didn't kill him.
Ah, he got away. Oh well, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I disarmed him.
Oh, well, you definitely helped us out.
I do not usually kill unless it's a beast, like the pterodactyl.
Well, we got plenty of beasts we need to worry about, and they've gotten even more
So
uppity since
as
the
I was
Legion moved into
shipwrecked.
this area.
I have noticed since I have been shipwrecked on this planet for over 2.13 solar years.
Yes. 2 yes, 2 years. Longer than that, but okay. Yes. They started showing up a couple years ago.
Time distortion.
Gravity. Yeah, so they've been they first started small and they've been growing up in lot size, and they've been getting some of the other wild tribes and bandit tribes to become loyal to them, and now they're kind of a threat. And they were mostly operating in the no man's land, but now they've started attacking travelers and some of the smaller towns, and their presence seems to be causing all the dinosaur raids, and they're getting all the beasts riled up. And then the pterodactyls come down and steal all our sheep, and we got tyrannosaurs eating the deer. And even the herbivores, they go through and they eat up all the corn. Just the other week, Andy Mayberry lost an entire year's worth of crops to ankylosaur by the time we chopped it off.
You should move.
Well, I mean, this is our home. And where else are we going to have such ample access to metal plates to make our roofs out of?
Yes, I know.
And our walls.
It is understandable. But it is my ship to protect.
I think, Captain Rogers, we should determine if this Gemini Legion is invading Nazis.
It could be under another name.
Perhaps they ran some foul experiment tinkering with God's nature.
Mm.
That would explain the dinosaurs.
Something's definitely going on that we need to get to the bottom of. 44, you said you have access to weapons? All I've got is my sidearm.
I'm assuming you are referring to me, Captain Roger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just calling you 44 for short. If you need the full, number, we can go there.
This is fine. I understand. Well, I have more clubs and shields at the camp at the starship wreck.
No, I mean, if you feel you need equipment, we have some stuff. Well, ropes, ladders, swords, spears, arrows, a couple rounds for our rifles.
Oh, well.
Bits and bobs. I mean, we're nothing like a big city. We don't have like a weapons shop, but I mean, what is it you think you need? Probably.
How are these bandits, and how are these Gemini legionnaires armed? What do they use?
Well, you'd have to ask Father Timothy about the ones that attacked him, but generally just a hodgepodge. They're just like any other bandits. Some of them will have knives, swords, spears, bows, occasionally a gun. There doesn't seem to be any excessive weapons in any one direction, so it feels like they're just grabbing whatever they can get their hands on as they continue their raids. They don't have the level of organization, say like, remember when that Orc Legion marked through here on their combat wheelchairs? Now that was an organized raid.
Orcs?
Yeah, the orcs on the combat wheelchairs. That was before you were. Yeah, you weren't here.
What's an orc?
Okay.
Orc.
Don't they have orcs in your country? Yeah.
No, monsieur.
Big, strong, tusks, green skin, evil, ride around on combat wheelchairs and motorcycles.
Has
told you I was going to do it.
Have I seen the orcs before, DM?
No, you haven't seen them.
Okay. All right.
Do you have could you show me a picture?
A picture? I could show you a drawing.
That'll work.
All right. He asks around and sees if anybody's drawn then he finds an old wanted poster from when they were, collecting orc scalps. Well, this is pretty old, but
when he asks for a picture, I'm gonna whip out my cell phone and try to go on the internet and look it up.
Weird how you have service.
Do I?
Captain Rogers.
You don't see any phone lines anywhere, but when you access the internet and you click it on, you don't recognize any of the internet icons, but you do see a word scroll across the screen that says H.I.K.A.A.R.L. And then you enter orc, and these pictures come up.
I will show them on my phone. These guys.
What is this witchcraft?
The internet.
Technology is amazing.
Moving devil pictures.
Maybe the Russians.
You don't have
I heard
pictures?
the Russians were doing experiments to make super soldiers. Could these be?
You have heard of the Thule Legion in Germany's experiments to create the Ubermensch.
And we know the Germans were doing that.
Yes. Oh, yes. The
Thule
Legion that
this is amazing.
That Hydra is based on was a real thing.
These are German orcs?
These don't even look human.
Well,
Barely human. But they're just going to send them to the front line, Captain Rogers.
I have to see this for myself.
And he looks at your little magic picture box, and the mayor goes, "Yeah, orcs. Those are them. Haven't seen any around here in a while. Last time I saw them was when I was just knee-high to a grasshopper." But
what level of hell spawns a creature like that?
Yes, maybe the demons.
No Man's Land
spawned in hell. Interesting concepts.
Don't know where they live.
We should investigate.
Never thought about it.
Where Father Timothy got.
If these are anywhere near Dunkirk, the rest of Earth is in big trouble.
They are a plague. All those people who went around saying that they should be forgiven and they weren't evil, boy, they were proven wrong.
I hate to ask, but what do they eat?
Meat.
You probably
anything you want.
Meat is usually on their menu, and they're not above cannibalism.
Meat is back on the menu.
Yes. Well, yes. Meat is on their menu. They like red meat, and they like it raw. If they can get it, they are known to eat babies, women, children.
We have to stop them and bring Jesus to them something.
I don't know who this Jesus is, but if he's willing to help fight the orcs, I'm sure they appreciate it. Thankfully, we haven't seen any here in like 20 years. But
what is this concept of Jesus bringing Jesus to someone
to save their souls and really stop this horrendous, ungodly acts of eating people?
Ungodly. Oh, you are talking religion. I see.
Amen, sister.
I understand. May I examine the weapons available to us?
Oh, sure. Right, just give me 20 minutes to gather up what I can find that nobody's using, and sure. Yeah, it's not like they have a armor store or a weapon store, but they do have, extras. Yeah, him and a couple other people come back, and they've got like a couple 8 spears of various lengths. All the metal of the spears looks really familiar. 4 swords, 2 woodman's axes, 2 bows, a barrel full of arrows, and a McAllister 44 pistol with 6 rounds.
Oh, this is a beaut. Toss him the pistol. I got one. You got one. That's 2.
And plus all the normal adventuring stuff that you don't have to worry about.
Do you know how to use one?
Who are you asking? Oh, the robot.
I can use most weaponry. This is inferior to what I have.
Yes, it is not a zap gun, but
inferior? I'd love to take a look at that.
I pull out the zap gun, laser pistol.
It looks like a toy. Like he's holding in his hand some plastic thing you'd expect to see in like a Buck Rogers cereal.
It looks like if you dropped it, it'd break.
Don't drop it.
Good advice.
Well,
however, I only have 19 shots left.
No, it's recharged.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like a toy.
Mm. At least it's international orange for your safety.
What does it shoot?
Energy.
Like electricity?
Electricity? I do not know the term.
Lightning, like comes down from the sky, rains.
Yes. It is more advanced weaponry. But the physical weapons, many of these are very good. I look at the swords, the spears, and see if I detect any flaws, like a spear shaft that, if it's wood, maybe it's going to break too easy. I don't know.
No, they all look of average quality, nothing exceptional, nothing awful.
Okay.
Easy to make, quick to use. Spears, easiest weapon to make, other than a club.
I pick a sword.
Okay, you have a long sword. It does a D8.
Anything curved, like a saber?
For you, sure.
Okay.
It's got to bring in the pirate stuff.
There is a saber. It does a D6.
Nice. Hey, kid, you know how to fight?
Not real well.
You ever use a bow?
No. I mean, in a video game, yeah, but not in real life.
Like they didn't have archery class.
Oh no, liability and stuff. They don't have that.
Okay, video game.
What is video game?
Oh,
Is that a card game?
kind of. No, cards. No, it's not like one of those card games. You play it on a TV or a monitor, computer, or one of these little phone things.
Oh,
I'll show you sometime. But
advanced technology.
yeah.
Sister Honey, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Yes, Captain Rogers, I believe we are totally lost.
Damn French.
We are all lost.
So, what have you decided? Are you staying in town or?
I'll pick up a sword that just looks cool.
Okay.
I can show you how to use.
Down that you have a cool looking sword.
And kind of like whip it around, like kind of like the amateur I am.
Yep.
I can show you how to use the weapons.
Cool, C-3PO.
Master Cyborg 4454.
Oh.
We should go to the wreckage. There are shields and more of my clubs that we can retrieve. The shields will be very handy, I think. I will show you all how to use them, and we can use them together in a formation.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, how about you, Jen? Did they teach you how to fight in China?
Well, I'm not from China, but I do know how to.
Well, I just figured with the ears and the eyebrows and.
Ooh.
Well, I do know how to use a pistol. I can shoot, and I
think that 44 is going to be a little much for you.
Yeah, and I'll pull out my taser. So I have this, and I can fight a little bit.
I don't think that little club is going to do much to keep the.
This is a shocking device. Jen the Elf.
I'm shocked that she'd go into combat with it. Yeah.
It is a shocking device.
You must touch an opponent.
Yes.
Very dangerous.
What do you mean?
Also. An opponent on this planet to get close is extremely dangerous already.
And back home, I also took some self-defense martial arts. I can do some
kung
fighting.
fu.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, she is from China.
I mean,
oh, I'm sorry, Japan.
Might as well be. But and then I have a knife if I need to use it as well. So I'll make do.
Well, how big a knife?
It's just like a hunting knife.
Like how long is the blade? Like 4 inches?
Is
6
it
inches?
Crocodile Dundee hunting knife? Or?
No,
Standard.
It's a standard knife. I traded it with these villagers. It came from here.
Oh.
A shopping cart. Yeah. You gave them a shopping cart.
Yeah, I gave them my cart.
They're very excited about the shopping cart.
Now we all start parading our guns and stuff.
But if we have, later on, if we find another gun, I mean, I can shoot it. I need to.
The Holy Bible will be my shield and my weapon.
That is an ineffective shield. You're holding the book, right? However, I did see that you have power. I saw that when you attacked the wizard.
That is the power of our Lord Jesus. We will convert these heathens.
Impressive. It is advanced tech.
Sister Honey, I'd start praying now.
I believe in her.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
Come. We
well,
must.
If someone's gonna take that gun, I'll take that gun.
The McAllister 45.
Yeah, and I'll I like look at it and like do the whole gangster side.
Point it sideways.
Yeah.
I do not think you're supposed to angle it so.
Oh.
That is ineffective. Let me show you. May I?
Oh, sure. I've never really shot a gun, so. But
definitely use two hands.
Like
kid.
this. But do not discharge the bullets at this time. You only have, what was it, 5 or 6 shots?
6 shots.
6 shots. So
Calister
it's
45. The gun that won the war.
Point. Aim carefully. Take your time.
Well, we should get our protective gear. That
I'm going to grab one of those axes too in
suggested.
case we have any doors to tangle with.
Sure. Write it down. 1 slot.
Doors.
perhaps
Yes.
I can find something
Axe.
at the wreckage I can use as a holy icon of the Lord Jesus. Carry
Holy
before battle.
icon of what? I didn't catch.
Lord
Holy
Jesus.
Oh, come. We go to my wreck.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You exit the town, go up the hill. There it is. Pretty much the way you left it.
Find my camp with the
Burnt
weapons.
metal from the explosions and the corpse, the picked clean corpse of a pterodactyl.
I think they would have hauled the whole thing down to town. So, you know.
No, they didn't take the bones. They took all they skinned it of all the meat, but and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Little insects crawling all over the bones. Other than that, yeah, pretty much looks like the way you left it a day ago.
I gotta say, this is one hell of a ship you have here.
Yes, it's a weird looking airplane.
It was a hell of a ship.
Wow, if we would have had something like this, we
You're
could
from
have
outer
ended the war a
space.
lot sooner.
Does this vessel, this ship of yours, this airplane have a sick bay?
It did. Most of that was destroyed.
Oh, how unfortunate.
In my camp, I have what little I could glean from the destruction, and then I fashioned shields and clubs. And yeah, there's a minor amount of first aid supplies.
We should gather up the first aid supplies and bring those with us. Definitely.
Yes, we should be prepared.
To minister
because
to ourselves and others.
I had shelter here. If we are not close to shelter, things will be much more dangerous on this planet.
So yeah, he's 44 has collected several chunks of wood and fashioned simple shields out of them, and several iron bars and fashioned simple clubs out of them. He has what looks like a large red bag, and inside it is what you recognize mostly as, some of it is recognizable as medical equipment. I mean, band-aids are band-aids.
Yeah.
When you said shields, I think you were talking like force shields.
Aspirin is aspirin.
I was hoping that too, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from outer space?
Yes.
You mean like flying to the moon, like Buck Rogers?
Duck Rogers?
Flash Gordon?
I do not know. We passed by many moons various times on the way to this planet.
One of these days you're gonna have to tell me about that.
So
Yes,
I
yes,
collect
Captain Roger.
the medical stuff, add it to the.
Yeah, most of it looks recognizable. There are a couple weird looking, what looks like toothpaste dispensers in there with writing on it you don't understand, but yeah.
I asked Mr. Cyborg, Mr. Cyborg, what's this?
OG, you have to tell me what. It's
Liquid
not
bandage.
toothpaste. Yeah, that's highly valuable. Liquid bandage will
Liquid
glue
bandage.
wounds together. Stops bleeding. I haven't used it all up. I have been injured previously by beasts of this planet.
Like just collect everything he says in medical and put it together.
So whoever wants a shield and a club, who is the strongest? Probably Captain Rogers and Mike, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Definitely
average.
not me.
So it depends. The shields might be too heavy for a couple people. I don't know.
I only weigh 95 pounds. I'll have
Yeah,
one of those shields.
Well, Sister Honey, you could always use it as a toboggan.
Oh, we could turn it into a medical cart.
Do we still have the Jeep?
Mr. 4454, can you etch a cross on here?
A cross? What is this? What is this you talk about?
I pick up my rosary.
Show me your
I got a
crucifix.
little wood rosary, and I say, "This is a cross." At the end of it,
I bring out a sharpened piece of metal and start etching it on there.
Okay.
Before we leave, I should etch a message to any possible crew members that may ever return.
Okay.
Okay.
You carve a message on the side of the spaceship?
Or I grab a pretty large panel of the metal.
Mm-hmm.
I work on it in my language.
Okay.
Then I place it up on the wreck where normally nothing else can reach it.
What does it say?
Basically that security officer 4454, last known survivor. I have befriended other native personnel and wandering off to see if there's any sign of any other survivors from my crew. After waiting for 2.1 or over 2 years, 2 solar years, since the captain and chief of maintenance were poisoned.
You've run out of space.
Don't worry, I got more panels.
The panel is limited to 144 characters, so you gotta.
join by Twitter.
My cursor doesn't want to move anymore. I'm stuck.
Okay, so you leave your message. You've gathered up a whole bunch of clubs and shields. A second ago, you thought you heard a weird beeping noise, but that went away. What do you do now?
You said we still have the Jeep?
Yeah.
Okay, how many bows did we have? And you said we got a whole thing of arrows too?
You got a barrel of arrows and you got 3 bows.
So how many arrows? I immediately count them.
40.
I take one of the walking stick metal bars.
Okay, well, it's more a baseball bat than walking stick.
I'm going to start showing David a little archery just in case.
Okay, how much time do you want to spend shooting arrows at the corpse of the spaceship? A minute, an hour, a day, a week?
No,
About a half hour just to get started.
I'll join in on that and try.
Sure. You could each roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Me
Plus
as
your
well.
level.
14.
I got 15 total.
Ah, you got the hang of this bow thing. Doesn't seem so hard. I mean, those slash marks on the side of your inside of your arm is going to hurt in a bit, but, and
Just
you're not
aim
quite
for
sure
the
where that
chest.
where that fifth arrow went. But yeah, I mean,
Nothing fancy. Just aim for the chest.
I mean, yeah. To both of you, it seems really counterproductive. That's a lot of work to take something down when you both know there's guns. Like,
Are guns
people
bad?
use this? Easier just to throw a rock. What a waste of energy. Just shoot them.
Our guns may run out of energy, or
Yeah. Let's save the artillery for bigger, nastier threats. If any of those orc things rear their ugly heads, you'll wish you had more than a bow.
well, these bandits, it may be useful to appear slightly weaker than we are upon if we come upon them, or those orcs, which seem very dangerous.
Agreed.
I look around for a wood walking stick because that makes more sense to me.
Sure. I mean, there's the wizard staff, and plus you're sure you can find a piece of wood that's a walking stick.
Okay. I was going to help her, but that's
Did we not take any of the spears? Maybe they could be used.
Yeah,
yes, we have. Yes, put them in the Jeep. So who can carry a shield besides me? Captain
Anybody?
Rogers?
Yeah.
I have one.
Well, I can take one. It's just
Is it too heavy?
No, they weigh almost. Yeah,
No,
no,
it's not
they
too
weigh
heavy.
almost nothing.
it's just awkward.
Oh, okay.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
But
Because
it's like you're carrying a trash can lid.
we can, for defense, form our shields together.
You're starting to smell smoke
From direction
over the hill.
toward the town.
No, from the other way, where you heard that weird beeping noise.
We should investigate.
Okay. Well,
How far do we think it is?
Mm.
Can I see it with my binoculars?
Oh, with your binoculars, yeah, sure. It's about 2 miles away.
Okay, we'll drive toward it, and as we get closer, we'll park the Jeep somewhere safe and maybe cover it with some brush.
So roll a d20, please, and add your intelligence plus level.
Okay, 17 plus 2, dirty 20.
All right, the Jeep starts. You notice the tank now registers as half fuel, and you also notice the windshield wipers are missing.
it does the vehicle still have tires?
Yes.
It's blocks.
Someone took our windshield off.
They stripped it.
It looks like someone took our windshield wipers.
Yep. But
Probably not necessary anyway.
Dog's upset.
I mean, yeah, it's just snowing. Yeah, the dog. Now there you hear dogs howling at the. Apparently, they're upset by the smoke and the weird beeping noise.
How long does it take for my the spell points to regenerate or reset?
Technically, they've come back as long as you're resting or in town. If you leave town, that it's a full night's rest to regenerate them.
Okay, so I don't have them because
no, you have them.
Okay,
you haven't left town.
Okay, because I played around with it this morning, so yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
but you had a sandwich and a bowl of stew, and now you feel fine. Town counts as a long rest. You're always safe in town, and the only danger in town is the one you bring to it. That's one of my set in stone rules. Town is always safe. It's boring, but it's always safe.
For now. Till the defenses break down.
Town is always safe.
Does the smoke smell like wood, or does it smell more chemically?
Burnt wood, burnt rubber.
Okay.
Then you're starting to smell something that
Our
smells
windshield
like
wipers.
It's barbecue.
Spam risk.
So did we hide the Jeep?
I'm not dead. Stop asking to sell me funeral assurance.
Did we hide the Jeep then and go on foot? Is that the plan?
So you're going to drive it. How close do you get to the smoke before you get out of the Jeep? It's about 2 miles away as the binoculars fly.
Was that the plan,
Rogers? At least halfway, Captain Rogers. And then we should reconnoiter.
Agreed. Let's cover the Jeep up with some branches, that sort of thing.
No, you guys said you wanted to go live. I can turn it off if you don't want to be live.
Oh no, not at all. I just feel really blonde.
I wanted Shoner to make a video about how awful we are.
Oh, geez.
Maybe Condor will make a video too.
There you go.
I got one of these and one of these for each of them.
Yeah, me too. But
all right, so if it's,
I do want to take a selfie of us before we head off from the Jeep.
All right, yeah, same thing. When you click it open, the same letters scroll across, but then your camera comes up, and you
That's
take
a camera too. Are you a spy?
What? No,
a spy.
No, but
Spook,
I mean, sometimes when you say stuff, you'll get ads on your device here. Like it's spying on you, and Oh, you mean I'm a spy? No.
So you're going to drive up. So you said halfway. So you're going to drive up a mile and then walk the second mile?
Sure.
All right. And then you're trying to find someplace to hide the Jeep when you drive the mile? Sure. Roll a D20 plus wisdom plus your wisdom modifier. I mean,
we can't lose Willie the Jeep.
Plus, and if you have survival or any skill like that, you can of course add that.
Apparently, I failed that class. 7.
All right, so you throw some branches on it. Yeah, you can't see it.
That'll work.
That'll work. If I draw a mustache on it, no one will recognize it.
We're so not going to have tires left when we get back.
All right, so now you're walking towards, and as you're getting closer, that sticky, sweet pork smell is getting stronger. The carnivore in you is kind of maybe even salivating. It's like, that's whatever that is. It smells delicious.
Captain Roger, can you use your binoculars?
Break them out. See what I see.
Roll a perception check.
Doing the shimmy.
Oh, natural 19.
Okay, so without anything else, yep. So you pull out your binoculars, it closes up right on the smoke, and you see the smoke. You see what looks like a wagon. It's on fire, and you see that there are forms laying around inside the fire that are also on fire. And then as you focus, you also see what looks like sticks in the ground, and on those sticks are heads.
Pass the binoculars to 44.
AI?
I want to start praying again.
Why? What do you see?
Just trust me.
Probably casualties of a raid, I would suspect, but I'm not sure.
Oh, Holy Father, Lord Jesus, bless the souls down below.
Do we see anything else? Any aggressors? Any attackers? Or
not right away. You can look around if you see anything else.
Yes, I start scanning 360 around us.
Roll our perception check, D20 plus intelligence modifier plus perception if you have it, plus level.
Intelligence.
We should really give him a proper burial.
Plus level is 3.
Yeah, you add your level to everything, every skill.
I got a nat 20, so 23.
All right, well, nat 20 is, critical. So
yeah,
anything above that nat 20 is just super full.
Yeah, I might as well not bother saying more than that.
Yeah, you do see a dust trail heading towards this canyon, Beggar's Canyon, and you pretty sure you see some guys hiding in the rocks near the wreckage.
Near the wreckage of the wagon?
Yes, the wagon and the scene that they have set of the burning wagon with the heads on sticks around it.
They want to draw more victims in.
You see a trail of dust heading off towards the canyon, but you just saw a rock move. So you're pretty sure that that's a guy hiding and not a rock.
Captain
Total
Rogers.
Nazi move there.
Yeah. There are potential enemies hiding in the rocks close by the destroyed wagon. This may be a trap. I do not know.
Could there be
Others
survivors?
I do not perceive survivors.
No, but
Some forms are burning.
Yep, you definitely see bodies in the smoke, and
they're burning the people.
Despite the smell, they don't look like pigs.
I don't know if they are humanoids or herbivores that are burning. Unsure.
I'll be squinting and trying to see what they saw.
I hand you the binoculars, David. Sorry.
Well,
Same thing. The fire.
I'm taking a look. Oh. Are those heads on sticks?
Yes.
And I'll just hand the binoculars over to whoever wants to take them from me.
Heads on sticks.
Well,
We should give them
Captain
proper
Rogers.
burials.
What do you recommend?
Gents, how good are you at sneaking?
I'm pretty sneaky.
I could try to sneak
Hmm.
and then hit him on the head with my Bible.
I mean, elves are really good at sneaking.
Yes, you are.
Let's have the gentlemen
We could do a distraction.
spread out about 10 yards apart, move forward. Ladies, wait for our signal.
Okay.
So, are
Jim,
you trying
what
to
are we
be?
supposed to do?
Are you trying to be all McSneaky sin, or are you out in the open that you're charging these guys?
Not rushing into it. Use the trees as cover.
So, all right. So, make a stealth check. You know the formula.
Stealth approach? Yes.
18.
17.
Nat 20.
I'm trying to follow along, taking cues from the soldier and the, cyborg about 10 yards back, but I rolled a natural 1.
All right.
So I
His
don't.
cell phone went off.
Yeah. So everybody else is like sneak.
Or he stepped on a Gila monster.
Ninja, sneak, ninja. The nat 20 guys is like he's disappeared. And then
Makes
as
sense.
you're going down the hill, sure enough, you hear from David's pocket.
Jen and me are up.
The hell was that?
Why is it playing?
I'll see who's
music?
calling me or what.
You pick it up.
Was that?
It's the
was it
trickster
that-
god.
Hi, Carl.
Was that the? Was that? the,
Does it have a ID on it?
It says no ID. Spam.
No, I don't answer that. And then I'll fumble around and put it back to mute.
That's a great way to get shot, kid.
Now it's in his pocket going.
It's as if you have the ability to predict the future, because right after the words, that's a great way to get shot, kids. Somebody tried to shoot you. Ooh, armor class 10 on David.
The AC is what? We start at 11.
10 or 11 if you're wearing armor. So you all got the free armor. So 11 plus Dex mod.
So 11.
Yeah.
This is mine.
And the rocks jump up, and with a cry of Gemini, these 4 humanoid rats that were hiding in the bushes and the rocks have jumped out of nowhere and are attempting to ambush you. 2 of them fire arrows, one at the guy making the weird ringing noise, and the other at the big shiny
Great
robot.
Caesar's ghost.
I got fired at. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, sorry, not you then.
Jeez.
I guess Cap Rogers. Anyways, both the arrows miss from their surprise attack. The other 2 draw what look like swords, and with a scream of not Cobra but Gemini, The 2 with the swords start charging, while the 2 with the arrows start reloading their crossbows. These do not look like humans.
Jen, they need help.
They look like bipedal rats. They're Skaven. All right, initiative, please. Oh,
D what?
The Skaven got a 9.
On a D what?
D20 plus Dex.
Gotcha.
13.
I got a 19.
10.
14.
I have a 14.
Okay, so 9. You got a 13, a 10, a 9, a 14. Anybody else?
I got a 19.
10.
Did you get mine?
Yeah, I was
10.
14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have everybody. Yep. You got 19, 14, 13, 10, and 9. Unless did I miss anybody? Is that everybody? Girls, are you entering this fight, or are you just going to watch?
Yep. I pop up, got my wood shield in front of me, and a piece of shrubbery, and I go running down the hill going, "Get away, vermin, get away!"
All right. Did I get your number,
14.
Grandma?
14. My
You were-
AC?
No, your initiative, D20 plus Dex.
14.
I got 2 14s. 19, 2 14s, a 13, a 10, and a 9. I believe that's everybody, correct?
Yes, sir.
The 9 is me. Did I miss anyone? All right, Cal at 19.
So how far am I from David? He was to
How?
my one side.
How far did you want to be? You said you were walking about 10 feet apart from each other. So
Okay. So are the 2 with that have drawn swords? I assume that they're going to move to intercept David.
they're running up the hill towards you. You haven't decided. You can't really tell who is their target yet. But
Okay.
with your super stealth position, they don't even see you. So
Right. Captain Rogers, I say to him, form up with me.
Do so.
And I will delay my action for him to catch up with me with his shield. I have my shield ready.
okay. I've got 2 people at 14, one of which is Grandma. Who is the other 14?
Me.
All right. RPG Grandma, you're running down the hill towards these rat people. You've got a shield in one hand and a piece of shrubbery in the other. What are you doing?
And I'm yelling, "Vermin, be gone in the name of the Lord!" So come running.
So are you trying to just intimidate them, or are you actually trying to tap into this weird energy that you've been feeling?
I'm actually going to try to nail one and smite him.
Oh, so you're going to cast Smite.
Yep.
All right. This is you chose spells as skills, so roll a d20 plus your wisdom modifier plus 1 your level. Need to roll above a 10.
4. Let's see. Let me see here. Nope, did not work.
So that spell is lost for the day. Try the other one, or try and make up a brand new one. You will relearn that skill after a long rest. All right, my other 14, Mike, David the Wizard.
I'm going to try to, get my composure and actually throw the magic bolt, the magic missile spell.
All right, that cost you 1 spell point of your 4. Which of the 4 Skaven rat folk do you choose to shoot?
One with one brandishing a sword, the one that looks like he's the most. I don't know.
Roll a d4 plus 1.
4 total.
How many hit points did I give my Skaven? He's dead. Does your bolt look like anything special? Have you formed it to anything weird in your mind, or is it just a raw bolt of energy?
Probably just, like a blast of like electric blue.
Okay, just
like, whoa, did you see that?
Yeah, electric blue sparks go through him, and now there's a hole going straight through his body. And then he just falls over dead. You realize you just killed a dude. 13.
13 is me.
I delayed my action.
How?
Yeah, didn't the captain catch up with me on 14?
The 14s were Grandma and Mike. I think Cap's 10.
Yep.
Oh, when does Captain Roger go?
After 13.
Oh, sorry. Okay. For some reason, I got off.
How far away are they?
Well, the ones running up the hill are getting very close. Like they'll be at the guys on their action. The ones who are shooting are still lower, closer to the flame. They've jumped out of their rock hiding places.
And is there any what's the terrain like going down the hill?
Rocks, trees, the beginnings of a canyon. So the ground is much more rocky and uneven. The trees are much more sparse. And then as you look down this, the pathway towards Beggar's Canyon, it becomes more and more rocky, and then eventually, an actual canyon. So yeah, very rocky. Lots of good hiding places.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move down the hill, but with cover, moving from cover to cover.
So just make a stealth check. D20 plus, the usual stuff.
I rolled a natural 1.
All right, slip. What? Damn. Okay, ding, ding. Yep. But because you're an elf, it looked good. But yeah, you hit a rock and you just face plant. No damage, just 100 points of embarrassment damage, but no actual damage.
And I'll try to once I recover from the slip, I'll just try to kind of scramble over to the nearest whatever semi-cover is there.
Sure, we'll give you cover if they shoot at you. All right, now it is Captain Rogers, the other Captain Rogers. Turn.
Captain Rogers.
A completely independent Captain Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Captain Rogers, the cyborg has moved to stand next to you.
Let's charge the rats.
Yes.
2 rat-shaped humanoids are running.
We charge them with their
you charge them as one. All right.
Shield raised. Yeah. Well, yeah. We next to each other and try and bash into either one or both.
Trying to do a shield bash.
Shield bash. Shield wall bash. I guess.
Shield wall bash. So you're trying to just focusing on one of them or both of them.
Nat 20. Sweet.
Okay. Let's see. 15. What else? 16 at least.
Yep.
23.
D20 plus your strength mod plus let 1 since you're a fighter.
24.
Oh, so 17 for me.
All right. So was this one or both?
Well, you got to tell us. I wasn't sure if they were together or separate.
They're not running next to each other, but they're about 5 feet within next to each other. They're 5 feet apart.
Let's take one at a time. Double team them.
All right. Well, with the natural 20, and then backing it up with that 17, shield bash is a D4, so you get to roll 2D4.
1 each.
Or 1D4 and do something cool.
You want to take him down and question him?
Yeah, I mean, knocking him prone would probably be my first.
Let's go for that.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just trying to knock him out or just knock him prone?
Knock him prone.
All
knock him on his ass.
Your natural 20 and you back it up with your 17. You can roll a D4 damage, but he is knocked prone.
Okay. Go for it.
Take it, Cal.
What? Oh,
Take
Shadow.
it, Cal. Your idea.
You got the nat 20. You roll the damage.
1 plus strength of 4.
Unfortunately, you broke his neck. So you knock him prone, and then you hear a sickening snap. That just leaves the archers, who will fire and run. Team Rocket's running off. So Skaven number 1 will shoot at Cyborg 4454. Ooh, that's a hit. And Skaven number 2 will shoot at Captain Rogers. All right, that's a hit. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Armor class 12?
14 plus shield.
All right, so pink off of your shield, but you get hit with an arrow for 2 points of damage. Robot. And then they start running away towards the cavern, the canyon.
Okay.
Flee!
Do we get to decide to shoot, throw a spear at one, or?
Sure. Who's it? Mr. 19? That's you. You want to throw a spear at the 2 that are running away?
Yeah, one of them, yes.
Sure, go ahead.
And 18 for the throw, so 19.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay. Spear
Is for
Dex.
thrown D6.
Yeah.
Plus Dex mod.
Nope, no dex. But I get 6 points of damage.
You pin him to the ground. At least 1 to run away. David at 14.
I'm probably just. I'll move up to where the captain and cyborg are. I'm not going to attack.
Okay. Nurse Honey Fanny.
I
There are
I go
3.
to whoever's injured and start administering aid because I don't have a ranged weapon. So.
Other than the power of God. Okay, well, the only person who's got an arrow sticking out of them is Cyborg 4454.
So I go over to help Cyborg 4454. Oh my dear honey, let me get that out of there.
All right, roll a D20 plus first aid if you have it.
Man, I am rolling terrible today. I know I have first aid because that was one of the. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus 1. Plus 1 for first aid.
So let's see. Wisdom modifier plus 1. So I rolled a 9.
9. Okay. You don't make it worse. You pull it out and you strap one of those little Band-Aids onto his arm, wrap it up. The Band-Aids all have this picture of this smiling cat on them.
Oh, that's so cute.
Kitty-chan is everywhere. And there you go. All right. So you are no longer bleeding. All right. That leaves 1 left at 13.
Can I throw my knife
Sure.
at it?
You could always try to throw anything.
All right, that is a 14.
I'm fleeing. So my armor class has gone up. Oh, yeah, you still hit me. Do your throwy of knife damage of 1d4 plus dex mod.
Okay. Five.
And somehow you kill him with a steak knife. Steak knife to the back of the head.
Elves can do all sorts of crazy things.
Falls over.
Experiments destroyed.
So that ambush was dealt with.
Good work. Good work.
Retrieve weapons.
Yes.
Yes.
Yours are there.
I'm gonna probably
Both.
go. I'm gonna look at the one that I shot with the magic missile.
All right.
And kind of stand over it, kind of, shocked, because
4 or 5
never-
foot tall bipedal rat wearing leather armors. Yeah, I mean, other than the hole right through his chest. Which,
yeah, I'm probably a little shaken up because I've never killed anything or person before.
Same.
Captain Rogers, I thought New York sewer rats were supposed to be big.
Sorry, what was that?
I heard New York sewer rats are supposed to be big. Are we in New York?
Well, these are not. Yeah, these guys are. Rat. These are rat people. They're not rats. They're Bipedal.
Roger
Not
lights up a
extremely.
cigarette as he's examining the bodies, looking at the kid. How did you do that?
What?
There's a smoking hole in this rat.
I killed him. What? Man, I never killed nothing before.
Yeah, but I didn't hear you fire the 44, and he's got a smoking hole in him.
Oh, magic.
What do you mean magic?
I learned it from a book. Don't you have magic?
Sister Honey, I think we got a witch.
A wizard. A wizard, dude. Witches are
Oh,
like chicks
foul
and stuff.
magic. Oh, you need to pray for your soul.
What?
I'll
think-
pray for you, Mike.
David has cyborg implants.
No. I mean, I got some fillings in my teeth. I don't think that counts, but no. That's kind of what I
Lord, forgive him.
stumbled upon that I got
Lord,
here to
use
this
his demonic
crazy place.
powers.
And
He's a good
I'm
boy.
keeping my eye on you.
I examined the rat being's weaponry.
This
Yep.
is Nazi stuff. This is not
they
mad
have
science stuff.
How does it rate compared to the village weapons that we have?
Not the same. Nothing exceptional. They've got crossbows, swords, piecemeal, leather armor. Each of them has like a little bag hanging around their neck.
I'm poking one with my shrubbery.
I open the bag. What do I find?
What do you find in the bag? Roll a d10.
8.
8. Inside his bag, he has what appears to be a small cardboard box filled with pieces of chalk and 6 little plastic discs.
Plastic discs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they've been using as money here?
Yeah, you've seen these plastic disc exchange hands. They refer to them as pogs.
Maybe we should check them for more of this local currency. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to pull my knife out, wipe it off, and get any pogs off this
Lord
guy.
giveth.
These crossbows could be very useful for Jen the elf and Nurse Honey, possibly David. I don't know. We got 2 crossbows only, or did the other ones with swords have them?
Do they have crossbows too?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take those and however many arrows. And I would like to just sense I want to use my ability and sense if there's anything magic or anything else hidden here.
On them or
on the rats.
Okay. Did you decide yours were like as skills? I think right.
Yeah, I think I was fine with that.
All right. So D20 plus Wisdom modifier plus your level of 1
Yikes.
to cast detect magic
So
or the Force, whatever you call it.
At the very least, their weapons.
9.
Sorry, guys. At the very least, we can take their weapons back and help arm the villagers.
Yes.
There's nothing
in
other
the-
than the fact that they're bipedal rats. There's nothing unusual about the rats.
Okay.
well, they are of unusual size.
Yes, they are.
We should bury the dead.
There,
people.
you do get a tingle from the burning wreckage of the wagon.
Oh, then I want to investigate that.
Your Peter tingle.
Captain Rogers, may I use your binoculars?
Absolutely. I'm going to break out my entrenching tool and start digging some graves.
All right. So as you go down to the fire, the stage tableau, it seems to be a wagon. Whatever was pulling the wagon was missing, but the wagon's passengers have all been decapitated, set on fire with their heads on pikes in a circle around the wagon.
And these are humanoids, or
they're very short, stout humanoids with really thick beards and red hair.
Like dwarves? Do they look like
Oh yeah,
dwarves?
yeah, they look a lot like dwarves. Yeah.
Funny looking kids they got in these parts.
And on these, each one of them on their forehead has been carved the astrological symbol for Gemini.
Oh, what brutes!
As if to say, this road is ours.
With binoculars, I looked toward the where the dust was, where they went in the canyon, and see if there's anyone watching us.
You can see a bunch of these rat things going into a cave.
Could I do the sense magic again now that I'm over here at the wreckage?
Sure. Same thing.
Sister Honey, you want to start fashioning some crosses for these poor souls?
Yes. So I'm
7 this
making
time.
crosses.
We should not waste effort on digging holes at this time. We are out in the open.
You don't sense anymore.
Okay.
The rat creatures, some are going in the cave in the canyon. Do we wish to pursue?
Did you see how many?
How many did I see, OG?
At least 4 to 6.
Possibly 6. Fortunately, all of you did very well in this fight. Much better than I expected.
And you missed the roll by 1, Jen, so you lost access to that spell for the day.
Okay. Nurse Honey?
Yes.
These are called dwarves. And
The little people. Yeah.
yes, they're called dwarves. And I would like to, I want to tell her what god they worshipped and kind of what I know about how dwarves.
The dwarves of your world?
Yes.
Of Shadowrun world? Yeah,
yes.
Sure. You relay to her or as much as little information about Shadow and dwarves as you wish.
That way you can say an appropriate prayer maybe for them.
I'll do my best, but there's only one Father of all creation, so.
I explained to 44 where Sister Honey and I come from, as a sign of respect and sympathy. We bury the dead so they're not
Eaten by
torn
wild
apart
animals.
by animals and spread about.
I fear for our safety if we remain in the open burying the dead. The dead are already dead. We are not.
Well, we just got to speed this up real quick.
I'll tell you what. We'll just dig a bigger hole, mass grave it, get some
Put all the
rocks.
decapitated heads and what's left of the bodies.
Yep, and stick a bunch of crosses on them.
All right.
If you'd like 44, hang on to the binoculars. Keep an eye out. Well, David and I will get some rocks and I'll dig a hole and we'll.
All right. So it takes about 30, 40 minutes to dig a large enough hole for all the dwarf bodies and their heads.
If there's any blankets or tarps or anything like that, we'll do our best to
I mean, in your van, your Jeep, sure, but everything in the wagon is burnt up.
No.
Okay, never mind. We'll just try to match the heads to the bodies.
Rub dirt on it. They're fine.
Ash to ashes, dust to dust.
Okay.
And while they're finishing that up, I'm just gonna take a few minutes to kind of meditate and basically talk to any of the dwarven spirits and tell them, please be at peace.
We are surrounded by witches.
You're trying to have a vision. All right, roll your vision. D20 plus wisdom modifier plus your level.
I read stuff out of the Bible.
All right, so you sit down in your position and you wish to consult with the spirits of the dwarves, and you have a vision of them traveling on their wagon, getting attacked by the Skaven, trying to fight off the Skaven, getting killed by the Skaven, and then you see that their spirits were angry and tied to this land, right up until the time that the nurse said those words over their bodies, and then something about those words soothed their spirits, and now they can pass on to Valhalla or wherever it is dwarves go.
Nurse Honey, I think you soothed their spirits. I think the prayer you said helped.
I also explained to 44. just think of this as a morale booster.
All right, so you've dug the hole, you've done the braids, you had your vision. It is now starting to get dark because you've spent some time mittering around. You know where the rest of the Skaven have gone.
We should position ourselves someplace out of sight.
Make our way to the cave.
Do I notice it? I scan 360 with binoculars. I notice anything else going on?
Nope, the smoke and the noise has not attracted anything else.
Well, our new enemy will be ready, I'm
Other
sure.
than the crows.
They've retreated into the cave.
Mm-hmm.
But if we wish to know more of this Gemini Legion, obviously it was them.
We're going to have to infiltrate somehow.
Or draw them out.
Like, start a
I
fire in
could
the
go
cave.
down the road singing hymns, and you guys could jump them.
We could wait outside the cave and make a commotion, and maybe they'll come out and we can waylay them as they exit the cave.
Let's try that. We got extra.
I understand. Perhaps it is worth the try.
Okay.
What about starting a fire and like try to smoke them out?
That's
What
an
do you think,
interesting
kid?
idea. Are there suitable combustible bushes around for us to see?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's worth a try. Start gathering bushes.
Not a problem.
Grab some hot
rocks,
coals,
trees and bushes and branches and scrubs and sticks to get a nice handful
Is
of
there
kindling.
some that would make a pretty good smoke, a good smoking shrubbery here?
Well, any green.
One that has a little more, it smokes a little more than burns, like something a little more. I don't know how to describe that.
Grass smokes.
Yeah, all the wood is wet. It is snowing. So if you want to, get a big smoky fire, just take some of that wet wood and throw it in there with the dry wood and basic army survival, robot survival skills. No rolls needed.
All right. So,
do we wish to drive the Jeep closer or we walk?
Let's grab the Jeep because there's a gas can to help start a fire. I got my flashlight over there.
And the Jeep has the
horn,
the blackout headlight on it, so we can drive it in the dark without putting out too much light.
Yeah, they know we're here. I mean,
they know here.
Just drive the Jeep down.
Yes.
You're gonna try and drive it through the canyon, or just closer to the canyon? How close do you want to get to Beggar's Canyon in the Jeep?
As close as we can get.
So right through the canyon. I mean, you could drive it right through the canyon.
Yeah, why not? We'll put the shields on top of it. Yeah.
All right.
Well, we have brush on the Jeep, so
you go to the get up to the Jeep with your amazing camouflage roll of the Jeep. It's still there. No one has taken the tires. A goat is nibbling on the back of it, but other than that, And you get in the Jeep and you noisily, clunkily drive your way towards Beggar Canyon. Unfortunately, you cannot stealth the Jeep. Once it starts, you definitely know you're coming. So
well,
I don't even have to roll.
hat.
I don't even have to roll.
I believe they wanted us to come.
Yeah.
So
they just didn't think you were going to drive a combat wheelchair through the canyon. So yeah, I mean, how close to the entrance do you want to get?
100 yards.
All right. You drive it up 100 yards. You can hear them skittering now in the cliffs and the hills. And you hear chirping noises and them communicating to each other and rocks tittling as they come out of all the whatever nooks and crannies and holes and escape things. So, yeah. You know that they're watching you, and you drive up 100 yards away from the entrance. And now,
yep, Grandma's gone mute. There she goes.
So we're grabbing all our wooden stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You've driven the Jeep through Beggar's Canyon, right up to about 100 yards to the cave entrance. You know that they have, you announced yourself, so they are, they have now taken positions around the outside of the cave, and they're up in the hills. You can hear them skittering around up there. So yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Disembark and form up again with the shield wall. Ladies in the back. Projectile weapons at the ready.
Okay.
Do you wish to try to entreat with these beings, Captain Rogers?
From the dark.
You speak rat? I don't speak rat.
From the dark and you hear, surrender, ugly bags of mostly milk, and Gemini Legion will let you live.
Milk.
Surrender or what? Huh?
Mostly milk.
Yeah, what is this?
I can go for a good cocoa. After this, what do you say, Grandma?
And your elf friend. Gross, disgusting. Drop your weapons, leave your gear, and we will be generous and let you live.
Really?
Yeah, Gemini.
Considering you burnt the last prisoners that we saw, I doubt that.
This is our offer. Take it or die.
Can I see him? Can I see the squeaker that's making all the noise?
You can hear him coming out of the cave, but you don't see him.
Come forward into the light.
We have the advantage. You are surrounded.
Okay. We got that.
Can I see them?
Yeah, you see just inside the entrance of the cave, there's definitely a form, but you see on the side of the hill where the cave is, they have got a couple of them hiding up there with their bows pointed straight at you. There's about 4 of them.
Okay, I'll point that out to everybody. Here's where they are.
You definitely hear noise coming from deeper in the cave. But that is all your cursory.
Do we wish to, in unison, rush the cave entrance?
I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I put my club in my, belt, and I pull my laser pistol. With my
No talking, ugly humans. Decide or die.
Have you
Shield.
heard about the good
Handgun.
word, sir? Got my Bible out now.
I'm ready to go when you guys give the signal.
On 3.
Wait, on 3 or 3 and then go?
What is on 3, Captain Rogers? I do not understand.
Okay, on 3. So it's
All right.
3. I don't
I'm
want
going
to
to count to 3. When I hit 3, we all charge.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for telling us your plan. We're going to shoot you now. So as you're standing there discussing your plan, you're like, are they telling us what they're going to do? Yeah, sure. Sounds like it. So we should probably just shoot them now, right? Yeah. Okay. So arrow number 1.
Shields up.
That's a miss. Arrow number 2. Ooh, that might be a hit. Arrow number 3. That's a miss. And arrow number 4. That might be a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Armor class 2. Jen, armor class of 17.
That hits me.
You take 4 points of stabby damage.
Ow!
David the gnome, David the mage, armor class of 12.
Yeah, I have 11.
Oh,
You take 3 points of arrow damage from the cave. The rat commander will use some rat magic, which means he's gonna lob
witchcraft.
some witchcraft at you at disadvantage because he's throwing it outside of the cave. But he only has to hit the ground in front of you. All right, so he does, and he throws a bottle, and the bottle kind of spirals through the air, not very well aimed, but all it really has to do is hit the ground, and then where it hits the ground, this thick, toxic green gas starts coming out, but it's not quite where he wanted it. So doesn't affect anybody, but it will affect you if you walk through it. Now there's this stinking cloud of some type of foul chemical that'll be gone next round unless somebody walks through it.
Is it in between us and the cave entrance? Pretty much in our route?
No, because he missed.
Okay.
It's there. It has to go someplace, but it's not where he wanted it to go. So
I'm praying, Lord, send a breeze and shift that noxic gas to the cave. Oh, Father, Son,
roll a D20. Somebody's trying to invoke a brand new spell.
Oh, Jesus.
Doesn't work.
So,
Lord,
yes,
Father,
roll a
work with me.
D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your level.
Okay. 14. Wisdom. 14.
All right. Roll a D6.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Roll a D6 again.
I rolled a 6.
Roll a D6.
Rolled a 3.
And roll a D6.
Rolled a 5.
All right. And roll a D6.
A 5.
And a D6.
A 6.
Jeez.
So you reach into the heavens and pray for something, and suddenly knowledge just fills your brain. And you start, and something comes into your mind, burnt and like the words of Moses. You have learned a spell called Silencing Golem, according to the awesome random tables in Maze Rats.
Cool.
What does Silencing Golem do, Nurse Honey?
Silencing Golem.
This is just a really quiet golem.
No. It does damage.
Okay. Well, it's a golem, yeah.
Lasts.
It's a very small golem. It's a first level golem, but it's still a golem.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it can't get better as you level up, but yeah. What does your first level Silencing Golem do? Is it just really quiet? Does it, when it punches people, makes them quiet?
It it causes them to not be able to speak or communicate.
All right. So, and because you are a priest, so you say these words, the rocks in the ground form together and smush together and become one of those cute little cherub statues. It goes running right towards the Skaven in the cave, very quietly, of course, like a ninja, and it punches the Skaven in the cage. So your first level silencing golem, you could roll, will last for 1 round before it turns back to rock. So please roll to hit, D20 plus your wisdom modifier. Congratulations, you invented a brand new spell. No 2 spells.
11.
That's what's great about these tables. 11. His armor class, unfortunately, is a little bit higher, so you miss him. All right. We are now in actual initiative, or unless you want to use the same initiative from last time.
We have a cherub running around the field. Awesome.
Well, we are formed up in a group, so I'm assuming we're going to wait for Roger to tell us to move forward.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to use the same initiatives as last time, or you want to roll new initiatives?
New.
That's the same as fine. Let's just.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Keep
So
it
you all
going.
form up on Roger's.
Yeah, we already formed
team,
up.
and you charge towards the cave entrance.
Yes.
The Skaven are reloading, so they won't be able to fire at you. And you reach the entrance to the cave. Standing at the entrance of the cave is a larger rodent, and as he sees you running, he starts running away.
I shoot him with my laser pistol.
Okay, shoot. Skaven commander with your laser pistol.
Oh, only got a 3 on the roll. So
Okay. He continues running, disappears into the dark. You're now in the entrance to the cave. The guards in the cave are now behind you. Do you wish to go deeper into the cave or stand where you are? It's just some standard cave, nothing really special about it. Smells like hay and smoke and wet rat. Weird carvings are on the walls.
I'll let people know. Hey, I got hit pretty good back there.
Me too.
And then you hear in the distance, you hear what sounds like wood crashing and a scream.
distance as in the cave or somewhere
Deeper in the cave, yeah. No, deeper in the cave.
Huh.
All right, so that brings us to the end of this round. And my bad guys who will now come down from the hills. All right. So now they're coming down because now they're behind you. All right.
Yeah,
19.
We're in the cave, right?
Yes, you're in the cave. You're still in initiative.
Okay.
We've gone through one round. We're back up at 19, which was you, Cal. The
Well,
cave goes deeper into the dark. You heard what sounded like breaking wood and a scream.
Captain Rogers. I don't know where Shadow went. He's silent. So, okay. Well,
Sorry, what was that?
well, it's obvious that we're going to have rat creatures coming up from behind us. So I think that I should go to the entrance and shoot them with my laser pistol.
Yeah, let's just reverse the formation.
Yes.
And as soon as we see them, because there'll be some moonlight, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's light outside.
It's moonlight.
And-
You've got the Jeep still running.
As soon as we see them,
I would have left it. Oh, was it dark? I thought I didn't know we were in the dark.
It's late afternoon, early evening. Yeah. Plus, it's
Okay.
winter.
Oh, okay.
as soon as we see their silhouettes in the cave opening, we just unload.
So you just all want to wait till their action?
Yeah, shields up, handguns out.
All right. So
And
19.
I'm gonna be watching further back in the cave
Right.
for movement.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you guys
I'm
watch
giving prayers
the
and
other end.
thanks.
Okay. So 19, Cal's holding his action. 14, you're holding, Grandma's holding her action. 14, David's holding his action. 13, Jen's looking the opposite direction to see if anything's coming out of the dark. Nothing is coming out of the dark. 10. Captain Rogers, 9. They all get to the bottom and they all start walking towards the cave and they're all chanting.
They're chanting.
So you all see them walking towards the cave with their swords drawn. So
Okay.
you can use your held action. So Cal.
I shoot. First one. And this time I get 11 on the roll. And then is there plus level, right? So 12.
It's a ranged weapon, so D20 plus your fighter level of 1 plus your dex mod.
It's just 12 then. But it's a laser pistol, so.
Well, these guys are only armor class 8, so that's a hit.
Yep.
Do your D6.
Is it a D? Oh, you got D8.
D8. What did I say?
Yeah.
Okay. You're lucky I remember your name. Okay.
8 points of damage to the first one.
All right. That is one dead rat.
Yep.
All right. 14 with RPG Grandma. You're in the dark. You're in the cave. You've all turned around. You're facing this army of, well, not an army, a bunch of rats who are all now doing the same thing you were going to do. They're starting to block up the entrance to the cave.
Exactly.
I lift up my Bible and I say, "Let there be light."
Oh, okay. Skill check. Roll a D20. I already gave you light, correct? It's not a new one? Yes.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Oh, but every wizard knows light. Yeah. D20 plus wisdom modifier plus your level.
20, not natural. But that's modifiers.
From the ruins of the silencing golem, because around his past, the cherub statue now starts glowing, providing a safe, comforting, holy, benevolent light. Not too bright, not too dim, just enough to make you feel comfy and warm. But yeah, you can see them. You can see the entire cave. You can see the weird scratchings on the cave. Further back in the cave, you see what looks like some wood beams supporting it. Like maybe it used to be a part of a mine or something. And that's about as far as you can see. But the chanting seems to be attracting something from deeper in the dark, though. All right, so that's the other 14, which is, I believe, David the Mage.
I'm going to let loose with the magic missile.
All right.
I'm going to roll. So it hits, right? Auto?
Yep. Yeah, it's a magic missile. Automatically hits. D4 plus 1.
5.
Wow.
All right. That's another dead rat.
Damn.
That leaves 13 with Jen the Elf looking the other direction.
I don't think there's anything I can do for the ones outside, so I'm just going to stay where I am.
So you're just looking?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye.
Jen, what do your elvish eyes say? Roll a perception, please. Oh, they're taking that Hobbit's Isengard.
11.
All right, with your elvish night vision, because yeah, I mean, as long as there's light, you can see some type of light. You can see in the dark. If it was completely dark, you couldn't see. But yeah, the chanting seems to have attracted something, because at the far distance at the cave, as far as your elven eye goes, something is moving very slowly.
Something's sneaking up on us from back here, guys.
And then Captain Rogers at 10.
One abomination at a time, Jen. Opening fire on the cave entrance. Dirty 20. 21, excuse me. 4 points of damage.
That's a dead rat. All right.
Oh,
so now you've all taken your saved actions. The rats who have moved up they're all chanting rat tar 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 tar. And they're basically going to do the same thing you were going to do to them. And they're starting to just throw oil and things in front of the entrance to the cave and lighting it on fire. That was a success. That was a success. That was a success. And that was a success. In unison, while chanting rat tar tar, they all just throw vials of oil at the entrance to the cave and start backing up, and the entrance sparks up, making a very crude wall of fire. And as they back away from the wall of fire, chanting rat tar tar, leaving the dead bodies behind for to be eaten later. That is my rat persons. Now we're back to normal. So now we have a fire.
I look at the cherub guy.
Uh-huh. He's glowing.
I tell the cherub guy to come to me.
Rounds passed. He only lasts around unless you want to keep recast it.
Okay.
Your first level. You could try recasting it to get him to come back.
I could try.
Same thing.
You got any holy water up your sleeve, Grandma?
I do have holy water.
Yeah, that's not enough to put out the fire, but okay.
I do have holy water. I'm thinking if we can put something flammable on Cherub Boy, we could send him out on fire.
All right, you can try and reawake him. Same thing, D20 plus wisdom modifier plus level.
I rolled an 8.
Spark's not there. You've lost that spell for the day. Okay. So
the Lord
19.
giveth, the Lord taketh.
So we're back up at normal. Cal at 19. We have rats backing away and something coming towards you from the opposite end of the cave, far deep in the dark.
Can I still target a rat on the outside?
Sure, but you're at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I won't waste the shot then. They're not coming that way.
No.
We should turn our attention toward the other way, obviously. Okay. I turn around and because I assume I hear that movement, whatever they could sound.
Roll a perception to see if you hear it. All you hear is the crackling of the flames and the chanting of rat tartar, rat tartar.
Okay. Well, I move away from the entrance.
Okay.
Obviously deeper in. And,
okay. It's very easy to see between the fire and the glowing cherub.
Yeah, and list perception.
All right. How deeper into the cave do you want to go? 2 feet, 10 feet, a full move?
20 feet.
All right, so a full move.
Okay.
All right, so you take a full move action to go down deeper into the cave of the 5-room dungeon. So yeah, it looks like it might have been a mine at some time. You see wood beams, little sleeping corners where the rats were curled up with hay and wrapped paper. It looks like there's a stream running through here, and there was a bridge over the stream, but the bridge has collapsed. And on the other side of the bridge, you see a larger cave, and standing at the edge of the larger cave is the largest rat you have ever seen in your life.
Oh, okay.
The size of a VW bug.
Okay. I shoot him with my...
And it's glowing, and it's slowly walking towards the edge of the broken bridge.
Okay, I shoot him.
All right, you move so you can still attack. You attempt to shoot rat tartar.
Yeah, well, I get a 14.
Well, he's hard to miss. He's a big boy. You hit.
Yep. Die 8. And I get 2.
2 out of more than 2. Rat tartar decides to notice your presence.
I think we were the target anyway. What color is he glowing, by the way?
A very pale green.
Okay.
A very sickly pale green.
Foul beast.
All right. So that was.
Is this creature? Because I'm roughly over 6 foot. Is this creature taller than I am?
Taller? No, but basically, no. I mean,
big and heavy.
Height wise, it's maybe 3-4 feet tall. But it's the size of a small car.
Okay.
It's a golf cart with legs.
It's a golf cart.
I start pulling up the parts of the bridge that are still connected to the bridge. Anything we can burn.
All right. So you're running down there where he is?
Yeah. Yep. I got a plan.
All right, Rat. So you move your full 20 on your 14. You get to the edge, and now at the edge of the cliff between the where the collapse razors is this rat the size of a golf cart. Very frightening.
All right.
Definitely, rats should not be that big. And it's got this pale green glow about it.
I start making whatever rubble I can pull that's flammable.
Sure, yeah. There's wood from the collapsed bridge. There's wood holding it up. It's a mine. So yeah.
Right. So I'm dragging.
You've got
stuff,
wood.
making a bonfire thing on our end.
So
throwing my wood shield on there. I'm like, we need to get some of that fire and put it over here.
all right. So you're trying to start a new fire over here.
Yep.
All right. Roll a start fire.
Oh.
D20 plus survival if you have it plus level.
Let me see. Let's see. So I rolled a 13.
All right. You don't mess anything up. You've now got a fire burning on one side of you and a fire burning on the other side of you. And you're trapped in between two fires, a bunch of rats, and a rat the size of a VW bug. The only thing stopping the rat is it has to
arrows on fire and shoot.
Well, that is your entire action. So we have the other 14, which is David the Wizard.
You said something. You said something about shoot.
Yeah, shoot it.
I will shoot it with the magic missile spell.
D4 plus 1. Doesn't miss.
4, so 5. 5 points again.
Dang.
7 points to Rat Tartar. Still standing.
Good job, just like Goliath, David.
Just shoots through the fire, doesn't even miss. All right, 13. We've got Jen the Elf.
I don't really have anything that I can shoot with, so
Throw rock.
You didn't take a bow?
Crossbow?
I didn't grab one.
Oh.
Plenty of rocks if you want to throw a rock or.
Yeah, I'll just throw a rock at him.
At Rat Tartar?
Yeah.
Sure. D20 plus. Always rocks. I mean, that's my default
I
weapon.
rolled-
Every game.
I rolled a 1, so no.
Ow, 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 hot, 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 hot. Yeah, you reach down for a rock, but it's too close to the fire.
Yeah.
You could try, using your elven magic to talk to it maybe next round. It is a rat. Okay, that leaves 10 with Captain Rogers.
Unload with the 1911.
The tactics of this situation, you're not quite sure about because you're now trapped between two walls of flame. But okay, are you shooting Rat Tartar?
Still unloading with the 1911. A 22 total for 7 points of damage.
7 points, 14 points of damage. Rat Tartar is definitely seriously hurt. He might even rethink what he's doing. All right, my rat's outside. First, fire. Do you spread? No, you do not spread. Now, rat's outside. Well, we're just going to keep moving some rocks to trap them inside. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, just. All right, so they're doing whatever they're doing. You're not really paying attention to them. Rat Tartar. Oh, I've been kind of hurt. Rat Tartar starts backing away. Backs away a little more. And then he runs and tries to jump the river. And he lands on the other side in the middle of all four of you, right through the fire, which catches onto him for a point of damage. And he attacks who's ever closest, probably the guy who just shot him. So with his big teethy maw, broken snag-up tooth, rabid teeth, Rat Tartar bites you. Armor class 12, Captain Rogers?
15.
And somehow you manage to deflect it. Now he's in the middle of you, and this weird green glow is coming off of his skin, and it's hard to look at. It's just something very chaotic and wrong about a rat this size. Back to, y'all need to make a wisdom saving throw of 10.
Natural
30-20.
12. Made it.
12. We had our level to it, right?
19.
21 then.
Jen?
18.
I had a natural 20.
Oh, yeah. Despite this weird chaotic glow coming off of the giant rat. Yeah. All right, Cal, you have this rat the size of a golf cart in the middle of all of you. It's just jumped through the wall of fire. The fire is spreading across it. It doesn't really seem to bother it.
I holster my zap gun and pull my club stabby stick and go to hit it.
Okay.
Oh, only getting a 6.
Bounces off his unnaturally thick hide. RPG Grandma. I mean, Nurse Honey Fanny.
7, I guess. 7. I got a 7. Okay. Total.
I take my flask of holy water and I go, "Be gone, foul beast!" And I throw the holy water on it.
Okay. He's wet. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's a wet rat.
A little wet. The little sparks of fire were now out. Yeah, he's not that type of. He's not that type of unholy thing.
Next turn.
But good, A for effort. Let's see. Then we have the other 14 with David the Mage.
All right, I'm gonna pull out that pistol that I was given, and I will
McAllister 44.
Yeah,
in the West.
Both hands on it. Try to take the shot.
All right, disadvantage. Dex plus your D20.
Boy,
no bonus for level because you're not a fighter. Roll twice. Take the worst of the 2.
A 2.
All right. Ting, 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 ting. Somewhere a bastard sword breaks just to piss off Shadow. It's never not going to hurt, Shadow. It's never not going to hurt. Yeah, that bullet's gone. It just gets lost in the dark.
That bullet's gone.
That better hit one of us.
Yeah, well, one would have been worse. Okay,
Yikes.
Jen the Elf.
I don't think I want to talk to rats.
You don't think you want to talk to Rat Tartar?
No,
or
I don't
mutant?
think so.
All right.
That concludes negotiations.
But is there, with my, I don't know if I could try somehow using my affinity with spirits to maybe take it over and somehow control it, or get a spirit to go in and control it.
You're trying to summon a brand new spell.
Yes.
All right, roll a d6. 2 new spells this game.
A 3.
And roll a d6.
A 5.
Okay. Roll a d6.
A 5.
Roll a d6.
A 4.
Ooh, my favorite. Roll a d6.
2.
And roll a d6.
3.
Oh. All right. So you are a shaman. You get your powers from earth and stone and nature. You're a druid. So you reach out to the elven weave, that which all elves of Shadowrun 2024 get their magic from. But the weave here is different. It's much more chaotic. It's much more primordial. So you are attempting to cast Charm a Monster, a spell you've seen your elvish trainer cast hundreds of times. And you do charm a monster. It's just not the monster you wanted. Out of the weird, corrupt green glow that's spreading all over Rat Tartar, skin, part of the skin starts to bubble. And it forms what looks like a hand. You have created the spell Slime Claw.
Nice.
You got physical and physical. So you got slime and claw. So the slimy, chaotic claws on top of Rat Tartar's back. And the command you gave it was Charm Monster. And so in its limited understanding of that, slime claw attempts to start strangling Rat Tartar. So roll for Slime Car's attack.
All right, I rolled a 16.
All right, do a D4.
3.
He's got him by an ear, and then yep, Slimecroft is just like, I got him, boss. He's very happy that in the first 5 seconds of life he's succeeding. All right, so you learned the spell Slime Claw. 10, Captain Rogers.
Unload again.
All right.
Apparently, my 1911 jammed with a 1, or I shot myself.
Oh, I'm not him. Yeah, misfire, wet bullets. Your broadsword breaks. Somehow you break your jaw and die. It's just a misfire. Sputter, sputter, sputter. Wet powder. All right, Rat Tartar. So you gonna bite it? Well, you can't really get to Slime Claw, even though Slime Claw's round will be over at the end of this round. I guess he'll attack one of you that are close. So either Robot or Captain Rogers. You are the one who's hurt him the most. But unfortunately, your shield and your army duds are just too tough for his chaotic rabid bite. Just can't get a Rat Tartar. Just can't get a
Maybe the Slime Claw is too much of a distraction.
Yeah, Slime Claw is just like. All right,
that's good because I'm going to need to holster this.
Back up top at 19, Slime Claw has lived his round of life and now it just fades away unless Jem wants to resummon him. Cyborg 4454.
Roll a hit. 13, 14. I get a 15.
You're a fighter, 15. So D20 plus your level plus strength modifier.
15.
That is a hit.
Club. Bam.
Okay. D6. Nice. Plus strength modifier.
7 points of damage. I max.
You cave in his brain. This pops like a rotten watermelon, and he just sort of deflates in much the way a rat should not deflate. And this goo, this greenish bubbling goo just comes out of his body and then just blah, 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 and then he just dies. But there's almost you almost sense relief as Rat dies because at least the pain's gone.
Oh.
And you have slain Rat Tartar.
Yay!
Now you have to worry about the fire on one side. So now you've got this fire, and by the embers of the fire, you see the deflated, gigantic golf cart-sized dire rat. You've got this broken bridge. You've got a caves mine further back, and then back the way you came. You've got a bunch of rats who are slowly sealing you in.
Well, we need to fix the sealing in situation.
Yeah. Well, you could go back and try and deal with them. Or go deeper or see where the river goes. You've got a couple different ways you can go.
Did anybody get a count on how many were still out there?
Well, you've killed 2 out of the 6 that you saw, so there's at least 4. You don't know if there was more. I mean, but they've had 2 rounds now, so they're definitely turning the cave into an oven.
All right. Praise
They're
be
doing the same thing you were going to do to them.
We have defeated the foul rat creature. Now we must turn our eye upon the 4 still left outside.
Well, but if there's smoke coming in there, it's too hard to.
Are you trying to inspire everybody? Was that like trying to cast a spell, or just being cool?
Just be cool at this point.
All right, so you're just an inspiring speech. All right.
Yes.
Well,
and I'm hoping the 4 outside hear that. That their big rat buddy's dead.
Yeah, the chanting has stopped.
Is the entranceway still burning?
Oh yeah, they've been feeding that for a round now.
Yeah.
You've got a fire on one side of you, fire on the other side.
We can roll the rat body on.
You've got
and push him over the.
You've got Raging River. You've got where Ret Tartar came from, and then you've got the entrance where the remaining Skaven have been doing the same thing that you were going to do. They started the fire, and now they're building up rocks around the fire to basically turn the entrance into an oven.
Yeah,
There's water in the stream.
What? Oh yeah, it's a raging stream. Yeah, it's a stream.
Okay, do we have anything we can scoop water up with and douse the fire?
My helmet.
Your helmet, shields.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'll start scooping up water and dousing the fires.
You can get a little water.
We can make a fireman's chain and space.
I mean, you don't see any buckets on this side, but or anything. But yeah, I mean, you could use his helmet, and the shields can carry a little water.
Because Honey made a fire in here too. I mean, the smoke.
Honey made a fire in front, right by the edge of the broken bridge.
But
Put
Put that one out first.
Which has a burning,
let's put
smoldering giant rat in it.
Can we push the giant rat into the fire and then use him to like push it
Smother it?
off the edge of the ravine
Into the water?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you could push him into the water.
Let's put.
I'm afraid
push
the
his
smoke's
body
going to
towards-
build up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But you understand what I'm saying is we take his body, we
His
push
body.
it towards the bonfire.
I use my club to
Your bonfire or their bonfire?
push it.
Ours.
ours.
All right, so
Let's
you're
put-
pushing his
That's the
body.
first
You're
fire.
pushing
Let's
Ret
push
Tartar's
our-
body
push-
into your bonfire. Okay.
Yeah,
Push
and then we
Tartar
put-
onto
'cause we're
the
using
fire,
him as
our fire.
as a shield
to
for the
smother it.
fire, and then push the whole lot into the river or
Okay.
stream or whatever it is.
Sort of
So
bulldozer.
his golf cart sized body rolls into the fire and then rolls into the stream. Splash. Doesn't really float downstream, just sort of, kind of stuck there, but it'll eventually float downstream. All right, so now you have Ret Tartar's body in the river.
Yeah, I wanna take my shirt off and like try to tie it around my face as a mask to try to not breathe in as much smoke.
Sure. Well, yeah, Ret Tartar isn't really smoking the way this entrance is smoking. Yeah.
Once it rolled in the water, it's probably down.
Did we
Yeah. Now that
knock
he's in the
that-
water, he's definitely not smoking.
Did we knock that bonfire on our end into the?
Yeah, sure. If that's
Okay.
if you wanted to get rid of your bonfire, it's gone.
Knock
So
it
now we
into
just
the
got the
stream,
one fire
put it
to go.
out. We don't need more smoke.
Yeah, your bonfire's gone. There's only their
Okay.
bonfire.
All right. All right, guys, we need to get that other fire put out.
Well, or just go deeper into the cave, get away from the smoke.
Sure, you could cross the stream and see where Ret Tartar came from. You could follow the stream.
How much of a jump is it to get across the stream?
Well, I mean, the giant rat made it, but he was the size of it. Yeah, it's about a 10-foot leap.
The stream
Okay.
and the stream isn't very deep, right? We could just walk across it.
Well, now that there's a giant rat, yeah.
Just use it as a bridge and walk across.
I mean, it was deep enough that they needed a bridge to go over it.
Yeah.
But that bridge has since collapsed. But now there's you've got this golf cart sized rat in
Okay.
the water. So you sort of have a squishy makeshift bridge, I guess.
Okay.
You could
Okay,
climb
that
down.
works.
You could climb down, walk across his back, and then climb back up.
I'll try.
All right, make an athletics checks, Cal. D20 plus your strength modifier plus your level.
Okay, so that's 2. 15 total.
Bounce. Anybody else?
I will then put the spear handle back the other direction so that it
They can
may
grab it.
assist,
All right.
assist
Who's-
someone else.
Who's next across the bridge of Rat Tartar?
I'll go.
All right, same thing. Athletics, D20 plus your strength modifier plus level.
20 minus 2 for my strength, so 18.
Bloop. And of course, because you're an elf, make it look cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
Captain Rogers?
Oh,
Same thing. Across, but
20.
with a 10. Across with a 10.
Whoa, rat, slippery. David the Gnome, mage?
I will be hesitant, but I'll try to carefully make it across. 15.
Nurse Honey, you are the last.
12.
All right, y'all make it across. You're now standing at the other side of just conveniently, cinematically, as the water builds up enough to send Rat Tartar further down the river. Had you waited another second, you would have lost the bridge of Rat Tartar. It tumbles down further into the dark. Now you're on the other side of the mine.
How is there enough light in this cave?
Yeah, because there's
There's enough for me.
You've got the light from the fire at the entrance. You've got the light from the cherub, which will last 8 minutes, 8 more minutes, which is a 10-foot radius of light. And then, so yeah,
my flashlight.
You've got a flashlight, so yeah, you can still sort of see on this side of the cave. It's not as bright as the other side, but I mean, you definitely don't need to light torches yet.
I can walk around and look for anything too.
Oh yeah, you see fine.
Yeah.
So on the other side, it opens up to a larger mine. You definitely are in the beginnings of what was a mine. To the left of you is an iron door. In front of you is another cave that just smells awful. And then all around on the ground are little bivouacs where the rats were sleeping. A little pile of hay and paper over there, a little pile of hay and paper over there, a little pile of hay and paper over there, a very crude statue of a bipedal rat that they placed little trinkets in front of. And then carved on its head is the symbol of Gemini.
Did the rat
we must
leader
destroy that foul
go
idol
to the door?
You haven't seen the leader since he ran off into the dark. Weird.
Well, he ran off, but which way did he go?
This way. The way, I mean, he ran off towards Rat Tartar. Then you heard the sound of breaking wood and a scream, and you haven't seen him since.
I think he broke the bridge.
Yeah. Should we go check out that door?
Yeah, we can check out the door.
Mm-hmm. You can expect to find somebody behind at least one of these doors.
Right. I'll go up to the door and open it.
It's locked. It's got a big rusted padlock on it.
I have the axe too. I assume the captain still has the axe.
Can you guys use the steel club as a lever? Archimedes?
Well, I think we just chopped the door down.
I thought it was iron.
Yeah, it's an iron door.
I thought it was wood bound with iron, but anyway, okay.
No, it's an iron, it's an iron door with a big padlock.
Padlock on this side?
Yeah, padlock on your side. Putting the padlock on the other side would be sort of pointless.
The bar.
Let's try to pry it open if that doesn't work.
Sure, make a bend bars, lift gates. Strength modifier plus 20 plus because you're a fighter. You get to add your level to that.
Should we all help together if it's a big
You can all give him aid, and then that would give 21. Him advantage. But with 21, he doesn't really need advantage, does he? Snap! You just stick that bar in there and snap the old big gigantic rusted padlock, and the door swings open.
It's a rusted padlock. Huh.
Yeah. Hey, they're rats. They don't get anything good.
Flashlight the room.
This seems to be a cell because there is this guy. It's a older humanoid rat who is chained to the wall. Looks exactly like Nicodemus from The Secrets of Nim. And he goes, "Who's there? Is that you, you stupid blasphemer?
No,
I don't recognize that smell."
No, we're new here.
I don't recognize the sound of that voice. Sound human.
Flashlight him.
Blind. Yeah, he's an emaciated older rat. Looks pretty much exactly like Nicodemus from Secret of Nim, wearing tattered robes. Maybe he was important at some point in time. Branded on one of his arms is the symbol of Gemini. Are you friends of Gemini and those blasphemers?
No, we
No.
are
We're no
not.
friends of Gemini.
Gemini seems to want to kill us.
He is a foul. He and his legions are foul star spawn. They have corrupted my brothers and sisters. Only a few of us remain loyal to the old ways.
I see. And he is chained?
Yeah. Not distinctively separate from Nicodemus, is chained to the wall. He looks like he's been tortured. There's this huge, ugly brand of the symbol of Gemini on his arm. He's been blinded.
Do you wish to be released from your chains?
What a dumb question. Yes, human, please. If you have the keys, free me. They have kept me here prisoner for months.
I do not have keys, but we may be able to break the chains.
I'm sure they would have killed me, but they needed me for some reason. So please, yes. I could just smell fresh air again.
And what will you do if we free you?
I will probably stumble and fall, as I have been tortured for months, but I would like to go outside and smell fresh air again.
Well, currently some of your friends, I guess.
They are no friends of mine. They are foul blasphemers who have turned away from the true icons to work.
Yes,
for this
they are burning the entranceway to keep us trapped within. So
I train them well.
I will attempt to break your chains.
All right. Make a strength check. D20 plus strength modifier since you're a fighter at your level.
I get a 9 for starts.
Okay. That's not enough. The chains do not break.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Got my metal bar. Oh, geez, I roll a 1.
Oh, nope. You pull a muscle. Pull a hammy. Don't you have the keys? Lift with your legs, not your back, human. Lift with your legs.
Do not have keys.
I'll give it a try. Although I think I'm going to.
I think this might do it. Can I shoot the chain with my laser pistol?
Sure. Sure, you can. I mean, but it looks like Captain Rogers wants to try and snap the chains now.
Okay, I let him because he was successful breaking into the door.
19.
So. There you go.
Oh, with a 19, you easily snap the chains. Yep.
Damn.
He tries to get up, but he can't.
I come over to him and I go, I have a cure-all.
Oh.
Wait.
You have healing magic?
I have Uncle Aaron's cure-all.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Let me give you a dose.
Sure. Roll a d20. 1 through 10 is good. 11 through 20 is bad.
Oh, I rolled a 13.
All right. So you unscrew it and it just smelled like pickle juice. And you scoop out this gross concoction, which is an actual thing, of snake oil, and you rub it on the wound, and it's like you can hear the skin starting to burn. You're like, oh, that's made it worse.
Oh,
human snake oil. No.
Oh my dear. So I just start praying and I put hands on him then.
All right, so you're gonna cure light wounds?
Yeah.
Walk it off. Roll
yes,
d20.
Yep.
Plus wisdom modifier plus level.
Yep. I rolled a 13.
All right. You can heal him 1d6 plus 1.
I rolled a 5 plus 1. That's a 6.
And is there anything? How does your healing appear? Is it glow? A holy glow? Is it?
You hear? Oh.
The Celtic music plays, and then the wound that you just gave him heals, but he also looks a little bit more like he's had a sandwich. Like he looks a little bit more hardy. Oh, please, they blinded me. If you could just help me out. Oh, wait, the giant rat.
Well, we killed it.
Oh, poor creature. They corrupted him too. He was once just a simple beast of burden. Oh, this foul Gemini magic. It's chaos star magic.
Well, we need to find those relics too that they took.
I'm gonna look a little bit insulted. Like, hey, I got a hole in me from the arrow, and you're a cleric or something.
Yeah, I can try. Yeah. Come here,
Same
my
thing.
son.
D20 plus wisdom modifier plus level.
I'm not drinking that pickle juice though.
11.
Sure. Roll D6 plus 1.
5.
All right, 5 points healed. As the wound closes, the arrow gets pushed out.
In the name of the Father, and the Holy Ghost.
Not Nicodemus starts just, feeling around with his hands, picks up a stick, starts tapping around. So what brings you here to Rat Country?
We're looking for holy relics that were stolen from the village temple.
Oh, I did hear them celebrating something the other night. I believe it's over there in Rat Tartar's den.
It's probably the stinky room.
Yeah, the room that Rat Tartar came out of.
All right. Let's investigate. Maybe we can find some rope too while we're in here and figure out how to get back across.
Oh, you have rope. You have all the standard adventuring gear. The
right.
stuff no idiot would leave home without.
Mm-hmm.
I always assume you have standard adventuring gear. That's one of the other givens of my game. So this is a larger cave, and there's definitely, refuse and bodies and this weird, everywhere this green goo has been spread. It seems like he was pooping out the green goo too. So whatever they did to turn him into that horrible monstrosity mutated him from the inside out.
Ew.
Ew, yucky.
You survived your first 5-room dungeon. But amongst the ruins and stuff, you do see in the corner possibly the holy icon, because you see a crystal mouse statue.
This must be it. They have a Saint Mouse. Yep.
And much like the statue of the rat outside, they put little trinkets in front of it, and lots of these little plastic coin things.
Well, we should collect the plastic coins. I guess we'll grab. This looks like Mickey the Mouse.
Yep, looks a lot like Mickey Mouse. In fact, it
Captain
says
Rogers,
on the bottom,
Mickey the Mouse?
property of Walt Disney.
Yeah. You guys worship Walt Disney?
OG.
Mm-hmm.
I have to leave a little early. Sorry to do this to you guys. I will be listening on my phone. Got a little bit of a situation.
We're about to rip it up. You survived the first time.
I know. But having a blast, and I
appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're appreciating my weird adventure. Trying to make it as gonzo and over the top as bizarre as I can. So hopefully you're appreciating it.
I had a hell of a week, and this really
great. You've invented 2 new spells, so please remember that you both have learned those spells for next time. I am using the random tables from Maze Rats for whenever you randomly generate a brand new spell.
Hi guys,
take care.
Take care, Shadow.
The random table.
I'll see you guys later tonight.
Night. Maze Rats, huh? Oh.
Ben Milton's little game. It's definitely just random tables, but he has this great system that magic, no 2 magic spells are the same. and they're all randomly generated by words, and then you decide what it does.
Oh.
So you got Silencing Golem. She has her Slime Claw. Now you're both first level, and you've already learned 2 spells each, which means you can only learn 2 more spells before you level up. So you've both learned an additional spell. You still have yours 2 spells there, David. Your Magic Missile that you can and your Detect Whatever. You are close to leveling. You will level up at the end of the next game. So you might want to start thinking about that. But you have successfully completed the episode number 1. You took out Rat Tartar. Yes, the rat commander did fall through the bridge. There was a 1 in 6 chance that somebody crossing the bridge would fall, and he rolled a 1. You have saved not Nicodemus. Thus, you have made an ally amongst the Skaven, which means the next time you encounter the Skaven, you will get a +1 to your reaction rolls. And you have learned that there is definitely there's 2 groups of Skaven. One group that have chosen to be loyal to this Gemini, and the other group that are loyal to the old ways, whatever that is. Not to say that they're good guys, because they're still bad guys. They're still
well, they just haven't heard the word of Jesus yet, and we need to baptize them.
They're
show them the way.
These are the kobolds. There's the kobolds that worship the old ways, and the kobolds that have decided to become loyal to this Gemini. Not Nicodemus is definitely more of the old ways.
So they're loyal to Gemini, but they still revere the mouse.
Oh yeah, you're not sure why, but
Oh.
Steamboat Willie.
Gemini is. Question except for not Nicodemus. Game. When you finally make your way out, the rats have gone. Looks like something chased them off. You make your way back to Ironton and return the holy object to Father Timothy, who is now completely recovered from his ordeal and is ready to continue on his trip to the big city of Dunkirk, which will be next week's adventure. Yay!
To Dunkirk.
You survived episode number 1. Any questions? Anything you liked? Anything you didn't like?
No, I was having fun.
No,
I had fun figuring out, what my character was thinking and doing in the world.
No problem, man.
And I like I like the random make it up a spell thing.
I mean, obviously, if there's a very specific thing you're trying to learn, you could try and find somebody to teach you. But when you're like just randomly plugging into the ether web on the adventure, there's especially with, as you've been told several times, the gods are missing. It's going to be way more gonzo.
Yeah,
as you requested. So you could get something awesome. You could get something horrible. You could get a spell that is totally useless. As it is, you both managed to somehow get a summons. Sadly, you're both first level, so your summons only lasts 1 round. But
right.
It's a start.
Nurse Honey has learned the spell of Silent Ninja Golem, which of course she's first level, appears as a little teeny cherub statue. And Jen the Elf has learned the shamanistic ritual of the Slime Claw, plugging straight into the primordial core energy that makes up the entire universe. So you have this little slimy claw that will follow you around for a round.
Do those spells, I assume, level up with us?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
As you level up.
Like last 1 round per level or something?
Yeah. And then when you're second level, it'll last 2 rounds. And when third level, and when you're 10th level, Slime Claw will stick around for 10 levels. And, and probably also, the more you focus on a spell, the better it gets.
Gotcha.
So if like him with the magic missile is all the thing he ever casts is magic missile and he never tries anything else, that magic missile is going to sort of get progressively better and better and better because it's becoming his signature. Now, if he goes like regular wizard and just like, oh, today I'll cast this spell and today I'll cast, then, but, I think, I forget which game it was that I'm stealing that idea was, but if you do the same thing over and over and over again, it's going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
So if that becomes your signature spell,
Cool.
Or not.
Or not. I mean,
you get a higher level spell.
A higher level, David, he's only a few levels away from the bane of all adventurers, right? He's got to learn the big fireball and,
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't ask how big the room was. You know,
Yep, the best spell ever written. Fireball solves every problem. How do we get across the ridge? Fireball. How do we make friends? Fireball. All right. Anything else before we go?
oh,
Comments,
Nope.
complaints? Anything you want to see next game?
I just need to figure out how to
no,
get
I had a
the
good
Baron
time,
in
and
there.
I enjoyed the people I played with.
All right, that's all I can ask. As long as you're having fun, you're not doing it wrong.
That's right.
Next
well,
week will
that's
be
good.
the long, lonely road to Fiddler's Bridge.
And is that going to be on the 22nd?
If you're still want to do
weeks?
this every 2 weeks, then yes, the 22nd.
Okay,
I think
I'll
that
double
works
check my
best for most
calendars
people's
and stuff.
schedules. Huh?
I'll double
You
check.
can always
my
change it,
calendars and
whatever,
stuff.
based upon your guys' life, whatever. I'm not committed to that. But I mean, as long as I can get 2 players, I'll run. So whatever works.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
All right,
All right, thank you guys.
I'm gonna
And
go lay
thanks
down.
for
now.
letting me record this.
Thanks,
Hopefully
guys.
we'll receive some very negative comments from Shoner and Condor. So yay.
I mean, I guess if
Yeah.
they're, I think Shauner's kind of busy, but who knows? Condor
he'll-
could
you
be
know, sooner or
looking
later.
around. Because Shauner's been on a bunch of stuff. I just, I see it's live and he's on there.
Yeah, well,
He may not be looking at you, but Condor might.
who knows?
No.
All right,
It's all
guys.
good.
Thanks
I talked
We'll
to
see ya.
Condor enough. It's all good. He's
All right.
allowed to critique.
Yep.
and get off my land.